I still remember the sting of that day, how the betrayal cut deeper than any blade, how the words echoed in my mind like a cruel symphony. My best friend, the one I trusted with every piece of my soul, took my deepest secret and turned it into a weapon. She whispered it to those who would never understand the weight of my vulnerability. And suddenly, I was exposed, humiliated, broken, cast aside. I watched as my reputation crumbled in their gossip. As my family's pride was stained with shame, and as colleagues snickered behind my back, I felt like I had been shattered into 1,000 pieces, each one reflecting the judgment I couldn't escape. For months, I drowned in pain, but beneath that chaos, something fierce was awakening. I realized that giving in to despair would only feed their cruelty. I decided then I would leave behind the tears, the shame, the helplessness. I would prove to the world, and most painfully to myself, that I was more than their words. I would rise. I poured every ounce of my anguish into relentless effort. I worked harder than I ever had before, studying late into the night, pushing my body beyond its limits, refusing to let their betrayal define me. Every setback became fuel. Every whisper of doubt became a challenge I was determined to crush. I transformed my vulnerabilities into a blazing resolve, forging a new identity built on resilience and unwavering ambition. Years passed. I built a life that silenced their accusations. I became someone they never thought I could, successful beyond measure, respected by peers and admired for my strength. I carried the scars of betrayal like badges of honor, reminding me that I had survived, that I had thrived despite their cruelty. I didn't just rise, I soared. And then, the day came when I returned home, not as the broken girl they once knew, but as a force unshakable and unstoppable. I walked into that room filled with familiar faces, the ones who had doubted, mocked, and dismissed me. I looked into their eyes, not with anger, but with quiet, unbreakable confidence. I didn't need to speak. My success, my presence was the loudest answer to their betrayal. They saw the woman I had become, strong, radiant, unbowed. I had turned pain into power, betrayal into triumph. Their words, their judgments, they faded into insignificance. I had rewritten my story, and it was one of victory. I had channeled my deepest wounds into a force that no one could undo. That day, I understood something profound. Betrayal can shatter you, or it can shape you into something unbreakable. I chose the latter. I am proof that even in the face of the harshest cruelty, you can forge a path so bright that it blinds those who once doubted you. I am unstoppable now, not because I never fell, but because I refused to stay down. And that is my greatest victory.